and start yet again. Okay. This one works well too. Works well on all accounts, really. You get it higher. I need to go down and get the things you gave me for in the backpack. Cliff's doing, well, we should set up a GoFundMe for Cliff so he can get the operations he needs. So we won't have headaches every day. And he's been down for he's like, I've been down for weeks. Dude, you've been down for about 2 months. And you're kind of not getting any better. It's more headaches, it's more... We haven't made any videos, we haven't done any podcasts, we haven't done any interviews. All the stuff we wanted to do is on hold because you're in fantastic pain every day. You've got an abscess in your mouth, and you've got it in a tooth that needs to be pulled, and it's on Medicare. So things are the way they are. And in the meantime, oh, I never got to finish telling Pete the story. Totally trailed off there. So I'm down by the cars. And I wasn't feeling well yesterday. And it just kind of got worse and worse and worse. But I figured, fuck it, I'll push through it. I'll make this happen. And I was starting to get a headache. Not a migraine headache, but through the neck into the head headache, which are equally as fun. So at one point I heard yelling, but it stopped. So I didn't think, it's only if yelling continues there's a problem. If there's yelling and then it stops, well, that's just any day. You're like, well, all right. So I kind of got a gut feeling, and I packed up all the tools I was using, and I packed up the rest of the shit, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll head up to the shop and see what's going on. And I passed the carport, and I noticed that he was sitting in a fold-up chair, and Ray was standing around him, and Chris was standing by him, and Judy was on the phone, and I thought, oh, that's weird. So I get out, and I walk over, and I said, hey, you doing okay? Yeah, I don't know, I can't breathe. Well, obviously you can breathe if you can say you can't breathe. Well, it hurts when I breathe. Okay. Hey, I heard a yell, what's going on? Oh, yeah. He was trying to use the tire changer on that big tire, and the thing jerked back and smacked him in the middle of the chest and knocked him down. So the reason there wasn't continuous yelling is because he was lying in the dirt going, oh, well, yeah, dude. Like Ron said, tire changers make you nervous.
I was worried about that when you showed the tire machine.
Yeah.
Because you've got to be on that damn thing. But it will be on your ass.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Oh no, not in the water. That one has a hole in it, and boy, that heat goes right up that hole. Holy crap.
Yeah, I gotta get back out to Cave Creek and pick up some more of those gloves.
It's like, oh, this is fine, this is fine. Ah, oh my god!
I can do it, Fuck it.
Oh my god, no. Pain beyond pain. I don't want any part of it. called the paramedics, and of course they took a while getting out there, and Ray was out there in his golf cart, and he led them in, and I'm standing outside of the gate of the premises, and we're all, and then they parked, but then we had to move the Bobcat, and then they, you know, because they don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
And they come running in, and the guy's like, oh good, he's okay. And we're like, well, no, he got hit in the thing with the chest with the tire iron. He says that he's having trouble breathing. He's like, no, you don't understand.
They're thinking he's either got trauma or cardiac arrest.
Dispatch told the paramedic team he has a tire iron sticking out of his chest.
So they would have
He's bleeding everywhere. So we start laughing at that, and Chris, the one guy's like, oh, that's a terrible game show, dude. That's like the worst thing.
Because that's the point where I'm en route to that call, and I'm like,
and you're like trying to prepare yourself that this dude's probably dead.
Standby. Because I'm not. If this guy's in this condition, I want Aerovac in the air.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah, we're past the. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna make it. This dude's bleeding everywhere. So then Pete was laughing about that. And they, you know, they got him, and I took a quick video of them loading in, and hey man, you okay? Oh, my chest hurts. Because the main thing was, with all the medications he's taking, blood clot, internal bleeding, you know, better just go check him out. You know, he's got the VA, he's good. So, this is when I knew he was okay. You know, you want me to do anything? Oh, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah. Would you spread some oil on where the Bobcat leaked? You know, it's just, oh, you're gonna be fine. Okay, yeah, I'll go do that. I'll go grab the cat litter. That's when I knew he was gonna be okay. And then I walked around again after I was done spreading it. I said, I spread it. He's like, okay, good. Later. I'm like, later, man. Enjoy the pain meds. And he laughed, and the paramedics laughed. And that was, you know, because they were talking about giving him pain meds, and Pete's not a real drinking or drugs kind of guy. He's not a pothead like me. He's the opposite. In fact, so he was like, oh, okay, if you want to, you know, I'm in tremendous pain, so that's probably a good idea. And they carted him off.
Yep.
And then I got a text hours later from Judy saying, Pete's okay. Nothing broken. Oh, good. And I was supposed to go up there and meet Joe today, and I'm like, for one, I woke up too late because I decided to celebrate last night instead of tonight because I have work tomorrow, and I couldn't. I was like, yes, I'll be here early tomorrow. And the more I thought about it, I was like, that was stupid to say. Give him a day to recoup. So Judy said he didn't sleep all night. He was up. He's got ice on his chest. He's trying to. He's asleep right now. Well, then I'm not coming out now. And
let him sleep for Christ's sake.
meanwhile, Joe was out there early in the morning using power tools, taking stuff apart. Well, no wonder he can't sleep. So Joe got the fender and the front. Because I was trying. I said, don't damage the fender. Okay, I'll be very careful. I don't want it. It's yours. I don't want to fuck it up. This is why I hate working on other people's stuff. If it's mine and it gets ruined, oh well, we'll repair it, we'll fix it, we'll figure it out. But other people throw a shit fit. So we got that going on, and you know. I tried to get in there with the grinder, but the first wheel was too big. So I got a little wheel. That wheel was too big. God damn it. So then I'm like, maybe it's a box, it's a square body. Maybe I can take the cross member piece that has the hood latch and everything. It's already disconnected and everything. Wind that shakes the barley. This is one of the best songs they do. So I was wrestling with that for a while, and then it got to a point where I couldn't do anymore, and I was starting to accidentally damage it.
Yeah.
Which is exactly the opposite of. I don't want to be running around damaging Joe's stuff. He thinks he can sell this again. So, good luck. You know, I'm just going to try not to.
Well, he'll be able to sell the parts. He'll be able to sell all those bits and pieces. Just
Two of the
bodies are,
yeah, they're a hot commodity now. Everybody, all your new off-roader generations look at the square bodies as the surfer kids look at woodies. This is perfect. I can throw all my shit in here, and I can go off-road, and yeah.
And then they all want to put LS
engines in there.
And, yeah. And
We finally got the engine out of the 46, and we were using the forklift, and we finally get it out, and there's a moment of quiet. I'm like, all right, let's get that LS in there. And they all just looked at me. I'm like, what? Come on, damn it, you guys are lazy. Oh, close. It's going to be terribly painful. I thought that it was...
gloves are helpful.
Yeah, I thought it was painful before.
That's why I have the leather gaiters. I still have hair on this arm.
Look at that, hair. I don't see that every day.
When I was first making Damascus here,
Yeah.
I had it run in full tilt boogie. And I managed to melt my beard, mustache,
Really?
my eyebrows, and all the hair up front because it was running that hot.
Yeah, all my facial hair is temporary. I mean, I know we've kind of like started off with that, but don't worry, I'll accidentally burn it off soon enough. They're too new, they stick open. Carson also knows how to edit. He's willing to teach him.
Nice.
You need to get him over here as fast as possible.
Well, now with the coal forge, that'll make it easy. We can start using that rail for second anvil, which is why I have it set up that way. This right height can be used as a second anvil.
Very nice.
Every time I see anvils for sale, I look at this. I'm not.
Nah, that's a good deal, but I can't go to LA right now.
I'm not spending $800 on another anvil right now.
There's a super old one for $250 in LA.
Yeah.
So I got mine set for $500 the maximum. That's why I find all these like crazy cars. And here's one in New Mexico. It's most of a vehicle.
I'm still waiting on the title for the Jeep.
Really?
If he ever gives it to me. I went over to Speedway and picked up some stuff to finish the wiring.
Yeah.
And then I got to there's a bunch of wiring that I need to repair. And then that thing will be ready to go. Then it goes into mechanical stuff. So it's going to need all new bushings up front.
Oh.
But it's drivable right now.
Yeah.
But I want to get the electrical working correctly. If I'm going to keep it, I want to get the electrical working correctly. If not, I mean, I can cobble it together, make it look pretty, and turn it around and sell it next week.
There you go. Then we can buy that $500 Willys that Pete's got and bring that back to life. It's got all the doors. They're out there.
executive vice president called, tomorrow's supposed to be my St. Mary's Day. St. Mary's food bank.
Right.
But I have neurology appointment in the morning at the same time, so I'm not going to do that. But I still always take that day off, so I'm going to continue to take the day off. Well, before I left today, before I even logged out, the executive vice president called an all-hands meeting tomorrow. And normally we don't just get a surprise all-hands meeting for the next day. I'm like, okay, what time are you having this surprise meeting? Okay, I'll be there. So it's after my appointment.
That's ominous.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like, what
Hope
the
you still
hell?
have a job after tomorrow.
That's what I'm waiting for, because the last time we had one like this was almost 2 years ago, and that was when they got rid of my old vice president, my old director, a whole bunch of managers. I'm like, okay, what have you done?
Awesome. Another one of our friends in the circle just lost their job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to. We'll talk about it off camera, but yeah. So it's going around.
Well, I've been looking around at other jobs anyways, but nobody's been interested, so if it does come to pass, I do the governance side, so I'm responsible for reviewing all of the policies and the standards and the procedures and everything else.
Yeah.
So doing my due diligence, I was looking through the organizational policy management, the SIFs, and one of the things they just changed at the end of January was the severance program.
Really?
So it used to be that, at least on the dignity side, if you were a director, you got like 18 months of severance, depending on how long you've been there.
Yeah.
You had 18 months
on your
of
tenure.
severance and everything when they turned loose. They changed it. The maximum severance they will pay out to anybody at a director or below,
Yeah.
5 months.
Oh.
And as soon as I saw that, I said, something is on the way. Something is coming. Now, the
German
last
is
time
bad.
they did a big layoff like this, they let all the people know that were being laid off.
With
And then the next day or the next week, they came in and said, oh, hey, here's what happened. So I'll be curious, because nobody reached out to me yet.
You may still have a job, I hope.
So if it's, if it's one of those, hey, everybody who's on this call is fired. Because the other thing that's been bouncing around, the last executive vice president who was responsible decided to do this most asinine thing that could ever be done. They decided they were going to do smart decentralization for the information technologies division. And basically, what that meant was that they were going to give each of the regions and then each of the hospitals control over their own IT. Now, there would be national governance, but everybody kind of gets to do their thing. And so we came back and said, hey, you guys know that that's what the old company that kept screwing shit up was doing. That was a big mistake. You guys are going back to doing things the wrong way. And they said, oh no, it's different this time. How's it different this time? Well, because it's smart decentralization. So you put lipstick on a pig and you're trying to tell me that it's not a pig. So some of the scuttlebutt has been that our new executive vice president doesn't like that program and wants to bring everything back to national control. Because everybody's supposed to be doing things the same. Supposed to be doing it exactly the same, so that when something happens, if I have to send guys out to work in Lexington, Kentucky, I can pull people from Los Angeles, I can pull people from Seattle, I can pull people from Claudette, I can pull people from Houston. They
They're
can
gonna
go to
know
Lexington,
what the hell.
and exactly, and everything is the same. We're following the same standards. Everybody follows the same practices. So there's not, oh, we don't do it that way here. The fuck we don't.
There's the door.
So the thought is, that's the other thing that's in my head is maybe with everything else going on, it's a matter that Jason has said, no, we're going to go back to everybody doing the same damn thing. We got told last year in 24, no more contractors. We're going to make our support teams do all the project work and do all the rest of the stuff. So, okay, so he wants to keep the lights on. He wants to take care of Dr. Kildare. He wants us to take care of the executive vice presidents and do all the project work.
Lucky you.
I said, okay, so you realize that, and I told the executive vice president, I said, you realize I'm going to expect you to send out an email to everybody in the organization that says, hey, because EUS, because our end user support team has to do all the project work, your tickets are going to take longer to get done because projects are more important. And they looked at me like I was insane. I said, no, this is what you asked for. So then
bureaucracy.
I find out of the blue that there's been a change, and now